our D.C. correspondent. Of course, that is Bofta Yimam. She has more from the nation's capital. And both the president, well, he continues to face this backlash for just that chaotic evacuation. But it was an evacuation that many presidents wanted to have. We knew there was going to be a withdrawal, but a lot of people still have issues with the evacuation.
Right, the how, right? It's yes, many Americans, Mike, were in favor of the withdrawal, but not in how it all unfolded. And now the president, as you mentioned, facing that criticism, the president largely stayed on defense during his 26-minute speech yesterday, saying he was not going to extend, quote, a forever exit. But some are criticizing the president for sticking with that August 31st deadline. Why? That's because there's still more than 100 Americans plus tens of thousands of Afghan allies left behind. Despite that, President Biden praised the successful evacuation of more than 120,000 Americans, Afghans, and other allies. Meanwhile, with the Taliban back in control and ISIS-K also present, there's a high threat and real fear in Afghanistan. The president says Secretary of State Antony Blinken will lead the coordination with international partners to hold the Taliban to their promise. That promise, safe passage for Americans and others who do want to leave. He said they have leverage to make sure those commitments are met, did not divulge the leverage, but will take them by their actions, he says, and still not their word. Back at home, some members of the GOP say the same applies for President Biden.
Some say we should have started mass evacuations sooner. And couldn't this have been done in a more orderly manner? I respectfully disagree. Imagine if we'd begun evacuations in June or July, bringing in thousands of American troops and evacuating more than 120,000 people in the middle of a civil war. There still would have been a rush to the airport. There is no evacuation from the end of a war that you can run without the kinds of complexities, challenges, and threats we faced. None. Now we believe that about 100 to 200 Americans remain in Afghanistan with some intention to leave. Most of those who remain are dual citizens, longtime residents who had earlier decided to stay because of their family roots in Afghanistan. The bottom line, 90% of Americans in Afghanistan who wanted to leave were able to leave. And for those remaining Americans, there is no deadline. We remain committed to get them out if they want to come out.
What I see is probably the biggest failure in American government on a military stage in my lifetime. And we could never make this mistake again. And I cannot imagine any individual that is in a policy-making position knowingly made a decision politically when to leave and knowingly telling the American public 2 weeks before that they will not leave until every American's home, but decide they're going to leave Americans there.
Congressional committees, meanwhile, are expected to hold public hearings on what went wrong in the final U.S. evacuation. Mike.
I just smile sometimes at Kevin McCarthy and other GOP leaders when it comes to certain situations like this. Everybody's going to find something that's wrong. I still want to know what they would have done differently, but that's for another day. But before we let you go, talk a bit about those humanitarian needs that are still on the ground and how this may impact the way the Taliban operates.
Well, right now, Mike, the Taliban has to focus on governing. They have a nation of 38 million people, and more than half of Afghans live on less than $1 a day. So less than $1 a day. So you have an economic crisis taking place right now, combined with, COVID, combined with the fear, combined with harassment and threats. So they have to convince the people who they have not governed over the past 20 years to trust them in a way, to believe that they can operate a government, because you have Afghans who are going to the bank and withdrawing the maximum daily limit of $200 because they fear that they won't be able to get their money otherwise. And so there's real fear that's intersecting with the government, with the money. You have police officers and other civil servants who haven't been paid in months. And so they have to work on governing right now. And this is probably not their forte, because we know that they have been, fighting an insurgency for these past 20 years. And so they have to get into government mode. I do want to also point out that Afghanistan's foreign reserves are held abroad and frozen. And this may give Western nations some leverage in keeping the promise. If you want the international aid, you are going to have to do things like make an inclusive government, guarantee women's rights, and free travel. Mike.
Yeah, maybe that's what the National Security Advisor was talking about when he talked about the leverage of still being able to go in and get people out when they wanted to. Yeah, you talk about the money, the COVID, and of course, like you just mentioned, the big one, women's rights over there. Bofta Yimam live in Washington with the latest from Afghanistan. Of course, we'll hear a little bit more from you again later in the show. Thank you.